Hi, welcome to A&B Homemaker, a space where we are going to talk about thoughts, recipes, ideas, so on and so forth. My name is Adrienne, and today we're going to be talking about making a caramel cake recipe. This is one of my family's favorite desserts, mostly because my grandmother had a stellar from scratch caramel cake recipe. Unfortunately, when she passed away, no one got the recipe. And so a few years ago, I started trying to play around on Pinterest, on Google, seeing what recipes I could find for caramel cakes, putting them together to see if I could find that secret sauce. And I think I found something that is a pretty big hit with my family, so I'm going to share it with you all. And while I was thinking about trying to find this caramel cake recipe and why it was important to me, I started thinking about the things that we pass down from generation to generation. What are the things that we've missed, that no one knows that we've missed because they've gone with the people who have passed away? What are the things that we're continuing to carry on? And what are the things that 10 years from now, 15 years from now, several generations from now, my family will say about me, they'll say about my loved ones that are older who may have passed? What are the things that we're carrying on? And so a little bit later on, we're going to talk about legacy. What are the things that we're leaving behind in regards to our family and our friends, our careers, and just the overall imprint that we leave in the world? But for right now, we're going to get started with this caramel cake. And now that we have finished making all the caramels, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do the cake, and then we are going to do the icing. And for me, doing all the caramels ahead of time works out well because now it's smooth sailing. You can just make a cake like you would anything else, any other cake, just like adding in the caramels as needed. So I hope you all enjoy. for making this caramel cake recipe was really personal to me because it really made me think about my grandmother and her legacy and the legacy of my family in general and the part that I play in that. And what are the things that are going to be passed down from generation to generation about the aunts that I know, about my cousins, about my parents, about my sibling, about myself. And so, in thinking about legacy, which is, just the things that we pass down to the generations that come after us, it really made me think about what am I contributing to my family, to the people that I work with in the career that I'm in, to my friends, to the general sphere of influence, to my community. What is the imprint that I'm leaving? And one of the things that it brought back to my memory is a Maya Angelou quote that at the end of the day, people won't remember what you did or what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. And that made me think, okay, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30, 50, 60, 100 years from now, what are some of the things that I want people to be able to say about me and that are important to me? And not what I intended for them to think or what I intended for them to feel, but how they actually received me. Will people be able to say that I had integrity and that I maintained my integrity at all costs? Will people be able to say that I was honest, that I was committed and loyal, and that if I gave you my word, I showed up 1000%? Those are things that are a part of my core values that I hope will last beyond me, that people will say even when I'm not in the room. And so that is one of the things that I am looking at my actions. Do my actions back up what I hope people are saying about me? Is there, and not that people necessarily need to like me, that they need to like what I'm saying or what I'm doing, but can I walk away knowing that here are the things that I know I demonstrated, regardless of how people looked at it or whether it was what they wanted me to do, but knowing that I did the right thing, that I showed up, that I honored my commitments, that I was where I was supposed to be doing, giving 110% at all times. And so that leaves me to challenge you to think about your own legacy. What are people going to say about you 30 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now? What are the actions that you're taking to control your legacy, to really be in charge of what people are going to say about you when you leave the room now and what they're going to say about you years down the road, generations later, what people have to say about you and what actions you're doing to influence that now and what actions you might need to start implementing to make sure that your legacy is one that you'll be proud of. Just a little food for thought. Okay, so we have now officially made our caramel cake. I hope that you all enjoy it. I hope that your family enjoys it, your friends, everyone around. And if you have any feedback, anything that you switched up that you think works well for you, please feel free to put it in the comments. Share it with everyone, share it with me. I always love learning new ways to do things. So have a great day.